during the last 3-4 months. So there was a time when I was not getting a good score in mocks, because that is the time you are giving a lot of mocks, and I wasn't getting the desired score even after preparing a lot. So hi everyone, my name is Naman, and I'm basically from Delhi. So I've done my schooling from St. Xavier School, and then I've completed my graduation from Delhi Technological University, DTU. And post my graduation, I was working as an analyst at American Express. So I have around 2 years of work ex in the data analytics department. Primary reason behind doing an MBA is that I wanted to go towards the consulting strategy field, and strategy or product management fields. These are the most trending fields right now. And in order to grow in the long term and to reach a leadership positions, so MBA is definitely required. It is not mandatory, but if you want to develop certain kind of skill set, like the better communication skills, decision making ability, and a different perspective towards problem solving, then definitely MBA is required. So that was one of the major reasons, apart from all the other skills like the networking and the exposure that you get. I basically gave 3 CAT attempts. So first was during my graduation only, and so in the first attempt I got 93 percentile. In my second attempt I got 98 plus percentile, and in the third attempt I got 99.6 percentile. And the breakup in the third attempt is like in VARC I got 99.3, in Quant I got 99, and in DILR I got 96. My preparation strategy involved in a way that I started focusing on the weak areas from the first attempt towards the third attempt, because like in my first attempt the major con was that I was involved into some other things as well, like I was preparing for the placement session as well, and I was also involved in like internship. So that time, like certain areas, for example my VARC is a weak subject, so I couldn't focus a lot towards it. And in DILR specifically, in the last 2 or 3 months you need a lot of preparation, or you need to give a lot of mocks. So but I did not get time during the last 2 or 3 months, but overall I prepared a lot during the first attempt as well. But in the third attempt my major difference was that I give more time towards the last 2 or 3 months, because that is the deciding factor. For the VARC, I took the course of VARC 1000. So that really helped in providing the right resources. But apart from that, you have to give time regularly for the reading for VARC, because that develops the comprehension skills that you need to crack at. And apart from that, in VARC you also need to develop certain tricks that is required in order to solve particular questions, and that you get if you solve a lot of questions. So there are 2 parts. One is like to have the comprehension ability, and the second is the question solving ability. And for the DILR I simply solved a lot of questions, and the resources I followed was the last 2 or 3 years of mocks that I had, and also the previous year CATs. So that really helped. And one thing in DILR that helped is the right mindset, because if you are just targeting like you have to do 2 sets, then you won't be able to do the third set anyway. But if you are targeting in a way that you have to score the maximum possible number in any mock format, so then definitely you will be pushing your limits. That's what happened in the last few months, because I was scoring around 10-20 marks in DILR. Then I started scoring around 35 marks in DILR. And for the quants, I think simply the basics should be very strong, and apart from that you can solve questions from any source that is available. There are certain lowest points that you must be facing during your CAT preparation. So there is a time like what I faced was during the last 3-4 months. So there was a time when I was not getting a good score in mocks, because that is the time you are giving a lot of mocks, and I wasn't getting the desired score even after preparing a lot in VARC, DILR and quants, making a lot of efforts, and there were certain marks I was getting lower than what I was getting before. So I think during that time you need to be more focused, and I think persistent during that time, because that is the deciding factor. A lot of people lose their preparation during that time, and if you want to make an edge, so do any particular hobby that you like, spend some time with friends, and get to the right preparation strategy and come back stronger. So that is my only advice. I think definitely it makes sense to skip a year, but it totally depends on the background that you are having and what you are bringing to the plate. So for example, if someone is having a backup as a job, as a very good job, so definitely they can give some time, maybe 1 or 2 years, get some more exposure, and then prepare for the CAT again, and you'll get some points for the WORKX as well. But again, if there is any other person who is a fresher, doesn't have that well of a job, and is having a good call, then you should go about it. So that totally depends on the personal choice, and there are multiple factors. So you need to create a list of pros and cons and then decide what you need to do. I think if you have a normal or average academic profile, then giving up the dream is not the right solution. What you can do is you can research about the different colleges, because every college has a different criteria. Not all colleges give equal weightage to the CATs. There are certain colleges that give a lot of weightage towards your WORKX and towards your the other part of the profile. For example, I think SPJAN or some similar type of colleges. So you can research a lot about those colleges, talk to your seniors, talk to the people that are actually studying in those colleges, and then go about preparing for the CAT examination. Don't blindly go about it, because ultimately maybe a lot of colleges would reject you. For VAT PI, so there are certain things that you are judged on in the interview. So firstly, there is a GD in some of the colleges. Some of the colleges ask for your essay writing. Some of the colleges, and almost every college, take the interview. So you have to go stepwise. And I think one thing is common in every category is your general knowledge or the current affairs. So I would say start brushing up your general knowledge, daily read the newspapers, and definitely the section in which your background is. For example, if you are an automotive engineer or you are from finance background, so read more about those industries. And if you're a fresher, then you need to revise all the basic concepts from the graduation. Just pick up 2 or 3 major, like your favorite subjects, and revise it end to end, because they can ask any question from those subjects. And for current affairs also, they can ask any question. And then the third thing will be to prepare for the HR questions, like why MBA and these type of questions. So you need to pick certain examples from your life and use those examples as a justification point for why do you want to do certain things in life. I want to give CAT one more time, then I would probably be focusing on the weak areas, certain sections. Like for example, in CAT, we can figure out certain topics that we're weak in. So just we need to have some basic concepts and practice a lot of questions. So that definitely improves the score. And second thing I would say is the persistence practice, because for DILR, if you are in the CAT zone for a long period of time, then when you are giving the final exam, so that won't be a new environment for you. So getting accustomed to that pressure situation, I think, is very important.